Heyo, my Hexagores. It's Man Sant, joined today by Thomas Pizarro.
How's it going?
Player here. And we've got a pretty exciting day zero matchup for y'all today, where we're going to be trying Levia with actually Hexagore, of all things, into Iyslander. And that is the adult Iyslander, don't worry. Just don't have the card in hand yet. But I'm interested to try Hexagore in particular, because normally it's a card that's really good into these slower controlling matchups, because you just gain so much value out of a slow game where you can ramp up into Hexagore and swing it as often as possible. But this is going to be a little bit of an interesting matchup in that Iyslander is very disruptive, it's very taxing to my costs. So will I really be able to pull off Hexagore? Will I swing it enough? I'm not entirely sure, so we're going to find that out today with this matchup. I've got a couple of cards that I want to talk about before we jump in, namely the early game engine that I'm looking to find in Deadwood Rumbler and Shadow of Blasphemfet to just ramp up the draw discard effects and of course pull out all these delicious blood deck cards. The two key ones in this matchup that I'm really keen on bringing out are going to be Howl from Beyond, because it's just instant graveyard fill, extra damage, and it's part of a really strong recursion loop we can build up. And then Tome of Torment, because this is going to be a long game, and I think I'll probably just be free to roll Scabskins quite a bit. And when you're rolling Scabskins a lot, then the ability for Tome to just potentially draw you an extra card every turn, especially into the taxes that Iyslander has, I think should be pretty strong. So normally don't run this card, but pretty interested to see what it does in this. And then we've got my power cards in the matchup, which are Shadow Puppetry and Art of War, because the Go, again, is so strong in enabling Hexagore to swing, right? Now, we're not running Bloodrush Bellow because, that is one of the downsides to playing to the Iyslander matchup, really, is that Bloodrush is so counterable in like a traditional Claws deck with Channel the Bleak Expanse. And Rewind, actually. But Art of War is like a bit different in that I don't really have to go through with the banish if I don't want. So there's more agency in me playing this card into Iyslander. But that's what we've got here. Also taking Null Rune 3. Actually, I'm going to swap these for Gamblers. Taking Null Rune 3, and then we'll have Scabs Gamblers to help with action.
Just in case.
Just in case. Tom, what you got?
So we're going to keep it real brief. I'm going to make a few Frostbites on my turn, his turn, especially with red Arctic Incarceration. Essentially, hopefully at least, time walking him for a turn so I can set up for a more aggressive tempo swing back. A big MVP that isn't listed up here is my weapon, Waning Moon. To be able to swing 2 or 3 each turn is going to be fantastic. It's going to be my main source of tempo to try to rip at least one card out of his hand. Hopefully 2 or more if you have red hands. Ice Eternal is going to be really great towards later in the game. Early game, it's a great 3-block if I really need to. It's a blue, which will enable so many of my cards. But late game, being able to dump an entire hand of blues into it, make X equal 6. When you have a few Frost Hexes out, maybe you already have a Frostbite or 2, and I can come in for a huge chunk of damage to hopefully either close out the game or bring the tempo back in my favor, so then I can start playing a little bit more control-y again and ping damage. We'll see how that goes. Of course, Levia having really high attacks is also pretty scary because it means I have to block quite heavy. And I notice on your side there's a lot of things that say action.
Yep. Some ones that I really want to go to grave even.
That's what this is for. I'm saying no. Put it back in your hand. Try again. And a few of those say draw a card.
Yeah, in theory.
No. Point of the deck, no.
Yep. Actually, that should have some fun interactions as well in Shadow of Blasphemfet.
Yeah.
Because you can just deny as well. Interesting. Yeah, so the draw effect will still hinder me quite a bit.
So this is more of like a time walkie. This is kind of my late game push. And this is how I'll get there, by saying no.
Cool. Well, let's see how the matchup goes.
Remember, Yep, good luck.
Best of luck.
Consent is key.
All right, even or odds, Tom?
I will go even.
Sweet. I will go first.
Alrighty. Good luck.
Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's see what we got to start. Hopefully playables. Nice. That's a hard no. I will pass priority.
You're good.
Cool. We will Arsenal. Yikes. I guess this guy. Draw one. Go to you.
Sounds good. I'll start my turn.
Yikes.
With a tunic. I have 1 counter on my spring tunic. And let's go by pitching Ice Eternal to play Ice Bolt for 3.
Sure.
And I'll have 1 resource.
I will pitch in 3 reds.
Sure. I could just go for... I'm trying to decide which one of these I actually would like to arsenal.
Oh, this is such the downside of Hexagore. Like, you can't sink your hand into any early game shenanigans.
We will Waning Moon for 2.
And we'll pitch 2.
Ah, he had the yellow.
Yep.
Alrighty, I'll arsenal this one card.
Sheesh.
I'll pass it over to you.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I'm just going to pass priority to you right back.
Alrighty.
Just keep digging for my recursion, digging for my draw discard. Anything on my turn?
So this is very interesting because it's almost a waste to play that card. But I feel like we have to take the opportunity. Oh, I actually think it costs 0. Whoops. We will Incarceration to give you 1, 2 Frostbites.
Sounds good. Let me grab those, actually.
But more importantly, we will Waning Moon for 3.
Alright. 1 second while I find my Frostbite.
So yeah, it'll give you 2 Frostbites.
2 Frostbites.
And then I will Waning Moon for 3.
Oh, sorry. I don't have these in hand yet. So in that case, I'm taking 3.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. And then I'll pass.
Yep, and then it'll go to... And you'll draw up.
Cool.
Then on my turn, take up Tunic.
Mm-hmm.
Although I don't want to reveal this, I feel like it's the better choice. Because that can get real tricky if we do it like that. Actually, we will just pass priority.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even smacking me for 2?
Nope.
Okay, yeah. I mean, no instance on my end.
We'll arsenal this card and draw up.
Alright, on me then, eh?
Let's see if we get punished.
Well, I'd love to roll some scabbies.
You can do whatever you want.
I will declare Scabskins.
Sure thing.
Any response?
Nope.
Oh, God. Really this early? Well, if I break them now, then I'm really, like, never rolling them again.
I wouldn't mind that.
Nah, I'm not scared of whatever you're doing. I'll just pass priority. It's fine.
All right, sounds good. We'll just go to my turn.
Cool.
Take up Tunic. And we will keep it nice and easy to play this Ice Bolt coming in for 5.
For 5, okay. And that's just raw damage?
It's just 5 raw damage, yep. To any target. So I can hit them allies.
I'll pitch 3 in.
Alrighty?
Take 2.
Yep, sounds good.
1, 2.
And then we will Waning Moon for 2.
2. Okay. Well, now I don't necessarily need these. Any point in keeping 1 in hand? Maybe to just guarantee. I think I'm fine with that. Yeah. I'll take 2.
Okay. And then we'll pass it over to you.
Cool. Slow and steady, as Levia with the Hexagore build quite appreciates. We'll play a Shadow Blossom Vet, pitch yellow, draw. And then, I guess technically, before the effect resolves, you can do something here. Like channel the Bleak Expanse.
Yeah, so
we'll just put this one back, because that was what it was. The camera knows.
Yeah. Got none floating?
None floating.
And that's draw discard. If you hit a 6, you get
draw
advantage.
Discard, yep.
Sure. You can draw discard.
I'll draw. And then go ahead, pick 1.
That one.
Trigger.
Yep.
And that's coming in for 6. I'll go ahead and search for a blood deck card. Banish it. So now, since my graveyard is not really set up yet, a Howl could be pretty key. What also would be cute is just get that tome in there.
That is also
true.
So
I can start rolling aggressively with Scabs. Tome or Howl? I haven't seen that many blues yet, so I think I'm going to be drawing into a lot more resources. Then again, I'm shuffling, so that's not really relevant. We'll go with Tome and just see what that's doing for me. So, Blood Debt's not off this turn. No go gun or anything, though. Just coming in for 6.
Alrighty. I think we just block like that. And then we just cycle that away for now.
Cool. I've got 1 in hand.
Yeah. You will block 6.
Sounds good. I'll pass to you.
We'll just pass it back.
Cool. I will take 1 Blood Debt.
Yep.
Draw 3.
Hand was a little unfortunate, but we get past it.
Ooh, we like what we're seeing.
We'll play this Polar Cap Pitching Rewind. Coming in for 4, no fuse. So just 4 raw damage.
And is it going to do anything?
Only if I fused it, it would give you a frostbite.
Only if you fused. Okay, yeah. Interesting. So it's just 4. I could sack my hand. I'm not that afraid. But if I keep my hand, I can do cool stuff.
That is true. If you keep cards in hand, you can play cards.
Or we can just roll scabs and, go that route. Just draw for free off Tome. Yeah, we'll protect my health. I'll pitch 3 in.
Okay, take one. And then I'll use the Tunic resource to swing with Waning Moon, the one I played.
For 2?
For 2.
Yeah, so maybe we are just... Maybe we are just going that route. Yeah, we're not necessarily going to get cute. I'll pitch 1 red in, take 1.
Sure thing.
We'll just play 1 more slow turn here.
And then I will pass it to you.
Yep. All right. My turn. I will play another Shadow Blazophet. Anything before the effect?
Any floating?
No.
Ooh. I will play Exposed. I have 1 floating, and I will fuse it with this Aether Hail.
Right, so that gives you the ability to destroy a 0.
A 0 cost equipment, or 0 block equipment unless you pay 2.
What are you targeting?
So here comes the fun part. I can either target half of or most of your Arcane Barrier.
Yeah, that seems pretty good.
Or I can get rid of Gambler's Gloves.
No.
Which is also pretty good.
You can, but I can also just have, the cojones keep rolling.
you could just draw, or you could just roll well.
Yep.
So I think we're just going to pop Skullhorn.
Cool. Send that sucker to grave. I like that. It's whatever.
And then unfortunately it's not an ice card.
Yep.
So
we'll resolve this. I'll draw a discard. It doesn't miss. Dang. Let's see. Double unfortunate things this turn.
Yeah.
Coming in for 6, though.
And then we will just block 6.
Sounds good. Take 1 Blood Debt. Go to you.
Yep. I'll do nothing at the end of your turn. Start of my turn, I'll take up Tunic.
Yep.
And then I'll just Arsenal a card.
Yep.
Keeping it easy.
All right. Well, now we're in the position where I can roll scabs every turn. So we will declare scabs.
Scabs is good.
Nope. The base 1 action point. Unfortunate. It's mildly okay because I can still turn this hand into decent
1
damage.
miss, 2 misses?
I think we're actually fine with this. I'm going to play a blue Unworldly Bellow, which is going to banish 3 as cost.
Yep.
Give me +2.
Ooh.
So cost resolves, and then you can respond. Pick 3.
We'll do those 3.
All right, which is miss, hit, hit. So Blood Debt is now at 3.
Yep.
And it is going to give me +2 on the next Shadow or Brute attack action card. And then it will go to grave. Priority to you.
Well, I'm thinking if I even want it to resolve. Because if I rewind, it goes back to hand.
Oh, that's okay. Yep. These are true statements.
Gives +2.
+2.
We will. 2 cards in grave. We'll let it resolve.
Okay.
It will go to grave.
Go to the yard.
Yep.
Then I'll come in for 10. It'll draw. So, before the effect, anything?
We will give you this frost text that comes with a frostbite.
Sure. Gaining a frostbite. It's coming in for 10. Resolve the effect now. It will hit, so I'll go ahead and banish my own miss. It's not the biggest deal because I'm not at 3 misses. So I kind of want those cards there. We'll just get rid of something and pretend it matters.
Right.
I suppose.
Sounds good.
Coming in for 10. It's got the buff from Unworldly.
Yeah. That is a buff boy right there. We will block 3, take 7.
Okay. Pass to you.
I will come in for 3.
And I'll soak one of it.
Yeah.
Take 2. And then at the end, Frost Text is going to deal me 1. Is it an arcane or it's just a damage?
I actually don't remember.
Oh, it says arcane damage.
Cool.
So in that case, with the 1 floating, I'll just soak it.
Sounds good to me. Woohoo! Woohoo!
And then I'll go to you.
Yep. On my turn, we'll take up Tunic. 1,
2, 3, 4. Felt nice to deal some damage. Hadn't happened yet.
We will arsenal card and pass.
Cool.
We'll see if it was a mistake.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, here
What's up with
comes
this?
here comes a card I don't mind if you rewind. You know why? Because it's free. Start with Shadow Puppetry.
True, it is free. Shadow Puppetry is fine.
Cool. So we'll go to grave. It's giving me +1 and go again on the next sucker.
Yep.
Then we can go ahead with this since you let it resolve. I think I want to play that. Yeah. Then we'll come in. It actually can miss here, not gonna lie. It'd be unfortunate if it did. But there are 3 misses now because I decided not to banish a whiff with the Deadwood, which, you know, may be relevant here.
It may be.
So go ahead, pick 3. It's coming in for at least 7, maybe 10.
I feel like that one's you were trying to hide it from me.
Well, I don't know.
These 2.
I don't know what they are. Let's see it. That is whiff, hit, hit. So that's going to gain its own buff effect as well. So it's coming in for 10 with go again and Shadow Puppetry hit effect as well. Puts me up to 5 blood debt.
10 and go again.
Yeah, and I've got a tome playable up here.
We'll block 6, take 4.
Sounds good. Taking 4. How punished do I get from trying scabs right now? Not really. But I also just have... Oh, sorry. Before that, hit effect on Shadow Puppetry. Going to look at the top. Oh, gonna banish it, baby. Puts... Oh, man, that is
Pretty
nice.
good.
Puts me right at 6-2.
Pretty
We're
good.
living. Okay, well now with that information, I'm more keen to keep my arsenal. So we'll come in for 6. No damage, because look at that. Now at 6 blood debt.
True.
Kind of nutty.
I think I just take the 6 here.
I'm down. Hex swing number 1.
I think we have to take the 6 here.
All right, pass
Just for
priority to you.
These weird hands. Yeah, we'll just go to my turn.
Okay, put these on the bottom.
Take up Tunic to 3.
Seems like a big deal.
We'll red incarceration to give you 3 frostbites.
All right, hopefully I drew some blues here. I haven't looked at my hand yet.
And then we will Waning Moon for 2.
Okay, so you played an expose, you pitched an expose like a turn ago, and you're pitching another one. So that's pretty cool.
It's
so
unfortunate for me.
Gamblers,
They were all clumped to the top.
yeah. So Gamblers is safe for this foreseeable future. That seems pretty big. You're only coming in for 2 damage. My hand's pretty live, so yeah, I'll take 2. 1, 2.
Sounds good. Then we'll pass it to you.
Okay. The unfortunate part is paying for the frostbites, but at least we can do it. I'm going to pitch 5 to pay for Art of Wars. It leaves me with 1 floating beyond the frostbite. I'm going to say banish to draw and go again. Anything?
1 in hand, 1 floating?
1 in hand, 1 float.
Let's rewind that, actually.
You can't. It's an instant.
Oh, that's right. It is an instant. Oh, no. He knows our secrets. Yep, you're good.
Ooh, no Bleak Expanse. I like that. We'll banish here, which will turn off Blood Debt for the turn, put me at 7. I'll draw 2. 1 and a 2. Okay, we like this. You showed me Rewind, which is funny, because I probably would have played into Howl.
Yeah, probably. Oh, man.
Okay. Yeah. No, actually I wouldn't, because my hand doesn't pay for it anyway. So, no, we're doing this. We'll pitch here to come in for 7 with Go again. We'll banish 3 as cost. Go ahead and pick 3. There are, once again, 3 misses.
We'll do these 3.
These 3. Okay. Blood Debt was already off anyway, so actually it was totally irrelevant. It's coming in for 9.
Any Go again or anything?
It has Go again from Art of War.
Oh, you're right.
So now, yeah, there's the 2 whiffs left. It's funny.
We will block 6, take 3.
Oh, sorry. It's coming in for 7, not 9. Yeah, take... Yep. What am I saying?
Take 1.
Yeah, then with Go again, Hexagore for 6. Beautiful how that cost curve works out.
Take 3. Oh.
Okay. You've ruined it, Tom.
No, I didn't. It's fine.
Did you take any yet? 1, 2, 3.
There we go.
Pass to you.
It'll be fine. I will just go to my turn.
Cool.
Carceration. Take 3 more frostbites, buddy.
Let me draw real quick, just
No.
in case.
You're not allowed.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, Dick. You do you, baby. I'll take 3 frostbites.
Yep. Then we'll go to you.
Okay.
You're learning the punishing results.
Wow, it feels pretty good
this
when the deck
arsenal.
actually gives me the blues to pay for things. I like that. Okay, so that's going to tax me 3, which means this is going to cost me 5. That's not bad. So we'll pitch double blue to pay for a Dread Screamer. It's going to break these, leave me with 1 left. I'm going to resolve the I and then pay the cost. So
Sure thing.
these are the ops. Sure, we'll keep this one on top because it's the color strip I like. We'll bottom that one. And then pay cost here, which there's only 3 anyway. So Go again, Blood Debt off, coming in for 6. I'm at 10. You're getting a little scared though.
Block 3, take 3.
Okay, then with Go again, I'll pitch a red to swing Hexagore for 6. That is 3 Hexagore swings. My goodness. Card's nuts.
I think I just want to set up this next turn. We'll take 4.
Okay, I'll pass to you. Okay, my graveyard is in a really bad spot now, though. That is totally fair. Because I've been holding back on playing my recursion. So I don't like that.
I will just simply play this Insidious Chill. 3 counters.
Okay.
Each time I fuse, I get an Amulet of Ice effect.
Every time you fuse, huh?
Yep. And then I'll go to you.
Okay, well... my hand, the opt was pretty big, not gonna lie. That opt was pretty big because it's letting me pay for big things. So we're gonna go ahead and start with pitching here for a Howl from Beyond. Whether you got the rewind or not, like I have to do it.
And I have to play it because I made the mistake of arsenaling it, thinking we were going to do something sooner.
Well, I mean, it comes up, right?
Yeah.
So, sure, it's going to go back to hand. Still means I can play it, though, thank goodness. Because we will with another blue here.
Yep.
Is this one good?
Yes.
Okay. It's going to resolve, go to graveyard, give me +3.
Yep.
Then I'll go ahead and play Shadow Puppetry.
Sure.
So now my graveyard's at 3, which feels pretty good. Then we'll go ahead and come in with this guy for, at this point, 10 with Go again. It's going to banish these 3. Blood Debt's off. Howl is reset. Puts me at 12. Has Go again. Has the Shadow Puppetry hit effect.
So
1 card in hand.
we will Blizzard, which will give you a Frostbite.
Oh, that was from Arsenal?
It was from hand. It's for as long as I play an ice card on your turn.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, we'll pay for it regardless.
Okay.
Gain the Frostbite.
And then it's coming in for 10.
10 with the Shadow Puppetry effect.
Oh, I did my math wrong. Whoops. So if I got rid of Tunic, I can full block it.
I mean, the hit effect doesn't super matter,
It
like, because the Blood
doesn't.
Debt's already off, and I've already set up the recursion I want, so
Yeah, that's
it's not
the thing.
much.
So I think I just block like this and just take a turn, I guess. Take 3.
Okay. Shadow Puppetry hit effect. I'll
Yep.
look at the top. The card's pretty worthless, is it not? It's one of my weaker ones. Yeah, we'll go ahead and banish it because I don't really want it.
Okay.
So it puts me at 13 Blood Debt. Then with the Go again, I'll pay 1, break the Frostbite to play the book. Puts me at 12. The book's gonna...
I think it's the first card.
Actually, should I just pay for Scabs? Because then the book can draw me into the Hex Swing. Actually, yeah. Okay, so we're going to pay that 1 to roll Scab Skins. Still at 13 right here. So then that's going to close this. There we go. It's 3 action points. We'll spend 1 of them to play the Tome, which is here. The Tome is going to draw me a card, go to grave. We'll check out what I drew. Whoa. It's pretty good. Then the next option I have is to go ahead, since I have the resources now, reset the Howl just in case you mess me up terribly. I think that's fine. Yeah, so just because it guarantees I will have 3 in graveyard for next turn, for just worst case scenario, we'll go ahead and play a Howl, and then swing with Hexagore. So it's not going to gain the buff, but it is coming in for 6.
I'll take 3.
Okay, and then I will go to you.
Yep.
Wow, that is 4 Hex Swings. What is going on?
And then I'll
Hexagore,
just draw
chill.
up and pass.
Hexagore cannot be tamed. Jesus. All right. No Blood Debt on me. I'll go ahead and draw 1, 2, 3, 4. You drew. Yeah. Okay. Thank goodness I reset that Howl. This is actually, this was some great foresight, because this is exactly what I was scared of. It was just drawing into really low resource hand. Yeah, so it's a little rough. I still might as well roll Scabs, because I could reset with the Tome potentially into Hexagore if I like really hit high. Yeah, so we'll declare Scabskins, because you don't have an arsenal anyway.
Yep.
Okay, Scabs. Nope, just the 1. So in that case, I'll go ahead and play out an Endless Maw, and I'll pitch, has to be this one, and I'll pitch this as well. Coming in for 9, because it will hit the leftover 6. It'll turn off Blood Debt, reset the Howl and the Tome. Put me up to 14.
Okay.
One card in hand. Coming in for 9. Buffed by its own effect.
Do it like this, be able to do that. We will take 1.
Okay, I will move to Arsenal.
Sure thing.
Go to you.
And then we will also move to Arsenal.
Sounds good.
Hoping that it will slowly put us back.
It might. I mean, I'm very susceptible now. Like at this point, if I take 2 turns of blood debt, like I do just lose. So those things can happen.
That is the hope.
Okay, well... Okay, we're going to start by pitching a blue for a Howl. Any response? Put me down to 13, leave 1 float.
Yeah, I think now is just when I would do it. Incarceration, make a total of 2 frostbites.
Yeah. Okay. 2 frostbites.
Yep, card will resolve.
Okay, it's going to go to grave. It's going to give me the +3. It's kind of gross. Because now that's going to cost me 4, which I can't afford if I want to play my card. So I might have to tome. Might have to tome, or I can just play this line. That line seems fine, because it's going to cost me...
This seems pretty fine.
5, and I have 3, 4, 5. That leaves me up to the top deck, though. But it's still not so bad. Okay, sure, we're going to do this. I will pitch 4 to pay 5 total through the Frostbites for a Deadwood Rumbler red. So it's going to come in for 11. Anything before the effect?
Yep. Nope, you're good.
All right, draw. Oh, baby. Do I take the damage? No. I'll just banish it. Doesn't super matter. Turn off Blood Debt. Coming in for 11.
Yep, we should have just done that before. Oh well, learn from mistakes. We will block a total of 12.
Sounds good. No Blood Debt. Go to you.
I will also just draw up and pass.
Alright, well, you can't die to Reckless Swing now.
Nope.
Because you just don't attack, so I do have to close the game. That does have to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Alright, well, at least we're at 3, right? But you don't have an arsenal, so I could get a little greedy with it. I could also just win right now, so we'll try that. We're going to come in for 6, potentially dominate. Well, actually, definitely dominate, because it's going to banish these 3, turn off Blood Debt, put me at 17. Coming in for 6, dominate.
Yep, looks like a game.
No way, that's all she wrote?
Looks like it. Yeah, looks like it. Whew.
All right. Okay, so that was a game where I think Hexagore swung maybe like 5 times in the end, 4 or 5 times. That is pretty awesome, because normally when you put this on the table, you just lose and you don't get to swing it at all. So that was fun. It was fun. But really, I think what it came down to were some really key cards that just let me fill graveyard, even though I don't get to block, right, in this matchup. And the main one, of course, is going to be Howl. This is the one that's susceptible the most to rewind if you think the Icelander's running it. But still, it's just free damage. It's a way to fill the graveyard, and it definitely came in massively. I think I played it out like 3 or 4 times this game, and it's as good as you want it to be. It's a very good card. Doesn't buff the Hexagore, but I mean, that's fine. You can't only swing Hex. You still have to turn off Blood Debt by doing other things, right? So it's, yeah, absolutely like standout card in this. But also the big card that I really wanted to see more of, because I really think this would have pushed it over the edge, even though the game was already going really well. Shadow Puppetry is not susceptible to the rewind play. It's also just like free. So whether they tax your turn like right afterwards or not, you've got like so much still in your hand to play around with. Like maybe when they tax you, you don't get to swing the Hexagore at the end of your turn, but the go again could at least let you draw with Tome. Like that came up, right? I was taxed after playing a Boneyard Marauder with all this, but I still just used the go again on Tome because I couldn't pay for Hexagore anymore. So just like the free go again on a free card felt really good in this matchup. So yeah, all in all, really good game for Hexagore. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
What do you think, Tom?
You swung quite a few times with it.
Yeah.
So game didn't go so hot for us. Although Exposed did exactly what you wanted to do, knock out a very key piece of Arcane Barrier, especially something like Skullhorn that has AB 2 instead of 1. It was very unfortunate we started seeing all 3 of them within the first 5-6 hands, especially because they don't block.
Yep. If they were spaced out even a little bit more, then it could have been like Skullhorn into
and
like,
then Gambler's Gloves.
Like would have been pretty awesome.
But I ended up drawing them. I think the second and third one I saw back to back.
Did you just not have an ice card either?
It was just like it also just like wasn't worth it because you were starting to actually hit
okay
like all your cards and like this is really good to sit in Arsenal, and then like wait for you to like dump your turn and then it's like oh you don't have to.
Oh, because I can pay for it. That's right. I'm thinking it just always destroys.
No, yeah, because you can pay 2 for it.
Yeah, makes sense. So
but
you would have just paid to take free damage if you played it early. So yeah, I get it.
Unfortunately. We learned why you don't play Rewind in the Arsenal. It will potentially sit there for 3-4 turns, and you'll draw all these sweet blues that you just want to throw in your Arsenal that you have to play on your turn. But then he swings 11, and then you have to just block it out with everything, and Rewind's just sitting there. Can't do it to Art of War.
Nope. I mean, that's the beauty of like taking out the cards I know are susceptible to something like Channel of the Bleak Expanse, but then also Rewind in this situation. Yes. Like, if I was playing the Blood Rushes, then I'm just weak to this card, but actually also weak to this card. So me just, like, not running them in this is now negating the value of some of your really good cards and adding clunk to how you want to play.
Definitely.
But, hey.
100%.
It's a cool game.
Yeah, lots of fun.
Enjoyed it a lot. I don't know if this is, like, any kind of a meta-relevant matchup. Hexagore Levia, you know. But it was a lot of fun. Thank you, Tom.
Or Control Iyslander, even, because everyone's trying other things.
But it was cool. Thanks for playing, Tom.
Of course.
Catch you in the next one.
Catch you in the next one.